Hi, Natalie Leffler here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. I've been a behavioral expert, marriage and family therapist, and holistic health coach for over 15 years. And it is my passion to help people transform their lives and create lives they love by using their own innate power they have right here in their mind. On this channel, I give lots of tips and exercises and meditations to help you do that. So please subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips on how to create a life you love. So you'll want to make sure that you see all of my videos. Okay, what I want to do today is tell you all about EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. So EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. This is a modality used by many psychotherapists, like I said, and it can be really effective for helping resolve pain and emotional distress. The technique was created by Gary Craig, and he believed that pain and emotional distress was caused by imbalances in our energetic bodies. Chinese medicine describes these energy centers as meridians, and there's hot spots throughout our body that all connect, and they're all associated with various intestines and parts of our bodies. So when you tap them or maybe do acupressure or acupuncture on them, you're kind of stimulating those energy points, and with particularly focusing on something that you can kind of resolve and clear out those energy points. So I think it's amazing. I've done it and it works really great. But since I've been doing it for years and years and years and studied other modalities, I've discovered that I actually really think there's other things going along with that make it so powerful. The first thing that I have noticed is that when you're doing EFT, you're basically hyper focusing, and you're hyper focusing on whatever it is that you want to implant inside of you, that phrase, that affirmation, that new belief. So if you're saying it over and over again, you're really focusing, you're tuning out the rest of the world. You're tuning out your other senses, your other thoughts, your other beliefs, and you're just focusing on that one phrase, that one new belief that you want. And when you do that, you activate your reticular activating system. So that's a mechanism in your brain that helps you decipher all of the stimulation that you're bringing in, all of your senses, that information, and it's deciding what is important to show you, because otherwise your brain would explode. I have a video on your reticular activating system and how to work it below, so check that out after this one. But it's a really important mechanism to filter information so that we see in our experience what is important. So how does it know what's important? It knows by what you focus on. So when you're really deliberately focusing, it goes, oh, okay, so that's really important. So I'm going to make sure that you see that in your reality, you experience it. So if you're saying, I am abundant, your reticular activating system is going to help you see what comes into your experience, what's all around you. It's going to open up the binoculars, I like to say, so that you can see all the opportunities, the people, the jobs, the places, the things that you need to do and see and connect with in order to receive more abundance. So that's one way it really helps. The second mechanism is called anchoring, and I teach anchoring in my program. Anchoring is really amazing behavioral technique. Our mind and our body are connected, and we utilize both of them together. Have you ever noticed that you might smell something and then it reminds you of somebody? Or maybe you hear a song and it's just like a blast from the past to your childhood and you start singing along. It's like you haven't heard the song for a decade, you know all the words. Well, our body and our senses all work together and help trigger memories and thoughts and beliefs and emotions inside of us. And that's exactly the same thing as physical touch. So we're using our body to connect with our mind. And you can do this on your own. For instance, you can think positive thoughts and then touch yourself and do it over and over again in a certain spot, like on your wrist. And then you actually just touch your wrist and those positive feelings will be flooded back to you. Or you could do a scent like essential oil. You could think positive thoughts and smell the scent. And then when you just smell the scent, you're going to feel and think those thoughts. That's anchoring. It's really powerful and can be really beneficial to help you transform out of a negative emotion. When you're doing EFT, you're actually anchoring. You're tapping yourself in various points over and over and over again, and you're anchoring in those positive statements and those positive feelings that you get when you say the statements. Then, in the future, every single time you tap, you're doing more and more and more. You're making them stronger and stronger. And then it'll get to the point where you just touch your hand or touch that point in your face, maybe something, and you're like, oh, wow, you're actually already feeling good. You're self anchoring these positive statements into your mind, into your body as that connection. So it's really powerful too to make it so that it is stable inside of you. And it's not just something you're saying, but you're actually physically connecting it, neurons connecting in your brain so that you get triggered again. Sometimes let's say you have a belief that you're not abundant and you're trying to implant you're abundant. Every single time that you see a bill, you might immediately go, ugh, and stress out about money. But you can overpower that by your anchor. And if you see your bill coming, you're gonna go, you touch your anchor and you go, no, I'm abundant. I'm abundant. And you won't go down that negative path of emotions and thoughts that you might normally do when you see those kinds of things, and then shift out of it. And that will help keep your focus up, and so that you see more abundance in your experience. The third thing that happens with EFT, I believe it's really powerful to help implant these affirmations deeply into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the part of your consciousness that stores all the information. Your self conscious sees everything, perceives everything, deciphers everything, and then it brings it in, and your subconscious mind is the one that holds all the information. And our subconscious mind is the one that really direct the show in terms of what we are getting in our experience, because it's like, this is the instructions that you've given me. This is how our body is supposed to be. This is what you've been focusing on. This is what you believe. So I'm just going to continue to give that to you in your experience, because that is what you've decided we are. That is our identity. So everything that you're bringing in, all those beliefs and thoughts and experiences, your subconscious mind is holding on to. Now, this can be a good or a bad thing, because if you're hanging on to bad stuff, bad beliefs about yourself or the world, you're going to continue to get bad things happening to you in this world. The good news is that you can override it yourself. You can determine what your subconscious gets by being really deliberate about what you're thinking about. And that's why EFT can be really helpful, because if you do positive affirmations, you can just tap them right into your subconscious mind, and then that will be your new truth, your new reality. Because when you just completely let go of your self-conscious mind and you focus and you anchor, it goes directly, deeply into your subconscious mind. You don't need to do deep hypnosis or do anything like that. Actually, the tapping does the job for you. So it's really powerful to completely transform your belief system. Remember that nothing is truth and nothing is facts about who you are. Throughout your life, you have accumulated all these beliefs and thoughts about yourself and your life, but that's just your perspective that you've gathered. And there's so many other possibilities out there. So you don't need to keep any of those things. They're just memories, and the past is gone, and it only stays alive the more that you think about it and decide that it's still true. You have the opportunity to decide it's not true anymore, that you don't want to feel that way, and that you want to create new beliefs for yourself. So all you have to do is just decide, I'm going to just tell myself new beliefs, and those will override the old ones. And then you're going to start getting new experiences, because what is inside is a reflection then to the outside world, and that's what you get. So if you believe you're abundant, you're going to get abundance. If you believe that you're healthy, you're going to get health, and so on. So it's so amazingly powerful to say these affirmations, to implant them into your subconscious mind. And EFT is just a tool to make it even more powerful and effective and fast and efficient for you. So that's why I love doing EFT. It's a great practice. It just immediately makes you feel good because it's probably doing that energy work like they say it does. And then at the same time, it's implanting it in your subconscious mind. So it becomes your truth and your reality and therefore in your experience. So that is my EFT summary. It's an amazing modality. There's tons of research about it all over the internet if you want to find out more. In fact, I can put a link down below to find out more about it, but I love it. And you can just do any type of anchoring you want. I do the meridian points, but in my other videos, I say that you can anchor just here in this point. You can anchor maybe just even on your wrist, but either way, the anchoring is very, very effective. So now I want to go through a series of abundance affirmations using EFT so you can learn how to do it, be a pro, do it on your own if you want to, or you can watch my whole 28 days self-love challenge series. That's 28 days where I do EFT affirmations. It's really amazing. It's going to just transform your life and how you feel about yourself. It's a great series, and I'll link that playlist below as well. So let's get started. Okay, here we go with EFT. I'm going to show you all the spots first, and then we'll go through the series and you can just follow along. It's very easy, it's flexible. You don't need to worry about saying exactly what I'm saying or hitting the spots exactly. It's very effective no matter what you do. Your intention is going to be the most important part anyways. So just relax and follow along. So EFT has a few different points, one on the hand. This is called the karate chop point. This is one meridian. We usually start with that by saying a affirmation just to start it off and set the intention. Then we go through a series on the face. First starts right here between the eyes, the eyebrow, and you just lightly tap. Very, very light. You don't want to hurt yourself. You just lightly tap. It doesn't matter how many. I usually do around between 5 and 10. The next one is next to the eye right here. And it's just right next to your eye. There, right here. The next one is under the eye, right here. The next one is under the nose, right here. Under the mouth, the chin. The next one is on the collarbone, kind of right in the middle of a collarbone. So not right in the middle, but kind of to the side, right here. You also can just kind of just, your whole hand will work if you're worried about if you're touching the right point. I often just do my whole hand. That's one point. The next one is under the arm, under your kind of, if you're a woman, where a bra strap might be, kind of in the right where your ribs are. That's one point. And then the last point is on top of your head. Again, for the last 3 points, I usually use my whole hands, just very lightly. So you're just going to do that series over and over again until you feel complete. And that's it. And you just take a deep breath, and afterwards let that energy flow. And that's how you do EFT. So I'm going to do abundance, just general abundance statements, and you can follow along, same with me, either out loud or in your head. And by the end of it, you're going to be implanting new abundance beliefs in your subconscious mind, and then you're going to start receiving more abundance. And the more you do it, the more you will get that abundance. It really is accumulative. Sometimes just one time is enough, but sometimes a bunch of times can make it even more powerful. So let's begin. The karate chop point right here underneath your pinky. I am abundant. I am abundant. I am abundant. And start right here between the eyes. Abundance comes to me easily. I am so grateful for all the abundance I receive. I feel like I get more and more abundance every day. I am capable of manifesting any amount of abundance I want. There is no limit to the abundance I can have. I am worthy of abundance. There are so many opportunities to receive more abundance all around me. I appreciate those who have helped me receive more abundance. I am often surprised and delighted by how I receive abundance. I deserve abundance. I love to give abundance as much as I love to receive abundance. I rejoice in all of my abundance. I'm grateful for how relaxed I am about receiving abundance. It's so fun to play with all of my abundance. The more I imagine being abundant, the more abundant I actually become. I love my abundance of money, relationships, health, opportunities, prosperity, and happiness. Take a deep breath and exhale. And that's all you have to do. Sometimes it's good to repeat them, and that's what I would do. I would spend at least 5 minutes doing it, and then you really get implanted into your subconscious mind. So I hope this video was helpful for you to learn a little bit more about EFT and why I like to incorporate it into helping me manifest and create a life I love. And I hope that you enjoy it and check out some more of my videos because it can be really helpful. I've gotten so many testimonials of people like, it's just making me feel so good and all these amazing things are happening. So it's really powerful and effective. I also teach many other ways to manifest, and I have some programs, some free ones, and other programs below. Check them out if you want help creating a life you love. I would love to help you. Thanks again for joining me. Again, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It makes me feel so good that I am helping people. I love to be able to do these videos for free because I truly want to help everyone just love their life and feel great. So thanks for being a part of it. Hope you have a wonderful day.